Through the Ravine, Jazz Chisholm is going to be the topic of today's video. We're going to talk about Mr. Social Media himself, Jazz Chisholm. Now, I have a few Jazz Chisholm stories, or maybe like one, but I've seen Jazz Chisholm play my few share of times, and we've all seen Jazz Chisholm play on TV with the Marlins and now the New York Yankees. And Jazz always in the mix. He's always in the news. He's always ruffling feathers of some sorts. Maybe you're on the Jazz Chisholm that you like him side. Maybe you're on the other side where you don't like Jazz Chisholm as much for his antics on or off the field. But one thing is for certain in 2025, Jazz Chisholm is not a great baseball player as I speak. And you could argue he hasn't been a good baseball player, part of a Yankees ball club that, you know, they're the Yankees, so they're going to get overrated a bit. And again, the Yankees are always going to be good. But are they going to be overrated? Yes. East Coast bias? Yes. Jazz Chisholm plays much more into that, where you have a guy with all the social media presence of Jazz Chisholm, social media player, ESPN, Sports Center, Bleacher Report. They love players like Jazz Chisholm, the flashy type, right? Really, all in all, Jazz Chisholm is just a very mediocre baseball player. And he does a lot of antics that may or may not help the team. Now, I am not in these clubhouses in Miami or New York, but I can say that there has been a fair share of controversy when it comes to Jazz Chisholm. And Jazz Chisholm, for a guy that is hitting below the Mendoza line, well into the swing of things, 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the season, hitting below the Mendoza line and playing on a Yankees team, hitting top half of the lineup, Jazz Chisholm constantly hitting fifth or higher in the Yankee lineup, and he's not producing. I think he only has one homer on the season. Jazz Chisholm needs to play baseball. Okay, we need to understand that Jazz Chisholm needs to play baseball, and he is the type of player that is about himself. And listen, I don't hate Jazz Chisholm. Like, I'm not bagging on Jazz Chisholm because I don't like him or nothing, but he is a player of topic today. And let me know your guys' thoughts about Jazz Chisholm. Like, how do you feel about him? Like, is he one of your favorite players? Should he just shut his mouth sometimes? How do you feel about Jazz? He is a player that is about himself. He is a I in the team kind of player. And, it is what it is. But I do find his antics kind of sort of funny at times. And Jazz Chisholm, I mean, again, he does spice it up, right? He is a spicy player. But for all the spiciness that he does, I mean, he is on the edge of being out of the league next season. We just got to face the facts. Like, he is on the edge of becoming out of the league in a year. And I could totally see it happening. I mean, we see it with Tim Anderson. We see it with Javi Baez. Now, Javi Baez is not going to be out of the league per se with this massive contracts that he have. But like a Tim Anderson just teetering around the league and trying to find a stable place to play. And Jazz Chisholm is right around the corner from that if he does not pick up his game. So, calling baseball fans stupid just does not go a long way for Jazz. And listen, I saw Jazz, I think it was last season when he was still with Miami, waiting at the buses at the gate and trying to get an autograph, whatever, right? And I see Jazz come on out. And, I mean, listen, you're not obligated to say hi to me or sign anything at all, and many players don't. But, I mean, my goodness, Jazz was like, we were right in front of him. He could clearly see and hear us, and he didn't even acknowledge us. At the most, some players will at least acknowledge, but he did not even acknowledge us. Just clearly all about himself, leaving me to dry, and I thought that was really rude of him. So, yeah, and it just kind of reflects on who he is off the field, in the clubhouse. And there has been rumors, Miguel Rojas, going back to Miami days, where Rojas tried to school him, and Chisholm was in the middle of it, and he didn't like that. And so, yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with Jazz Chisholm. I mean, for me, as a Dodger fan, would I want him on my team? You can compare him to a guy like Puig, but I feel like that is disrespectful to Yasiel Puig because Yasiel Puig was 10 times the player that Jazz Chisholm will ever be. So I don't really feel that's respectful to Puig, but I understand the antics that many fans didn't like Puig because it's on and off the field antics. But again, I thought Puig was phenomenal, and I thought Puig was a good guy. Deep down, he was a good guy, and I still think he is today. So let me know your thoughts about Jazz Chisholm, the social media player Jazz Chisholm. Like I said, do not be surprised if in 2 or 3 years this guy is out of the league, because he is heading that way, in my humble opinion.